Nia and Weiwei are the additions to LNG, the two guys that have been brought on to try and fix this team, to try and get them to that next level, and to try and really elevate LNG to that next step. Like LNG, just something in the air makes it more difficult for them than it needs to be. Weiwei going for that 3-camp reset. He is almost done with his top side, and if he can try to look for something top lane, TheShy actually has not dropped a ward yet, but Sheer is looking to fight.
I mean, TheShy is literally a breath away from death. He steps 1 foot out of line, and Sheer shuts him down. Weiwei didn't even have to visit.
Reset, because now Meiko is able to hold the wave for him for a time being. As Wei is in deep within enemy territory. I don't know if they win this. Meiko is half HP, but Assum is here to make it a 2v3.
A nice smite from Wei, and ult online for the Jarvan as well. It's going to spell first blood going to IG. In sharp contrast to the solo lanes being in their advantage, IG are the ones that strike first and now move to the dragon.
Really good sequence there from Wei. He actually steals away the big chicken, dings level 6, and gets the extra lockdown onto missing with the Cataclysm. So kill going over to Assum, probably ideally where you want the gold, just because we've highlighted how volatile the Kai'Sa is in a game like this where everyone is so short range and where you're going to have to get in their face, ensure that nobody is trying to contest them. They will send everybody toward this top side to give themselves a numbers advantage. In response, though, 1xN is going to get some plates. So that kill that Assum got essentially erased from the gold lead and putting some stock in this Corki to have influence on the game. Missing has also dinged level 6, so that guaranteed lockdown is there on top of that. So I think that is enough to scare them. They're going to give up this dragon, and it'll be one apiece. Yeah, LNG just controlling the river better, getting Prio in mid, and everybody pivoting up toward this topside river. You can see that Sheer is in the bot lane. He does have the upgraded teleport, so this is going to be one tanky Cassante.
TheShy waiting on the flank as well.
No.
NextN gonna have to be careful here. Smite's gonna go down. Wei secures that, but does not actually grab the eye. So IG still want to win the fight after this. They got the objective, but are they going to let it all go? Simply not wanting to take a fight with LNG. Could be the call, but TheShy says absolutely not, boys. We are fighting this. Goes in for the eye. Decides that he's taking it. Meiko plays front line for the rest of the team, while Nya is a distraction. TheShy is 1v4ing on the top side and picks up the first kill onto Weiwei. Sheer going over the wall, brings Wei with him, and Wei's happy to be there, going for the flag and drag, forcing flash out of 1xN and barrier at the same time. TheShy maybe finally going to be shut down. He's 1 HP, but LNG don't have the range, don't have the damage to do it.
Walking away at the victors, they get a kill and they secure the Herald. They're going to get themselves a top tier 1 on top of that, and the cherry on top here, Dia, is that once we go back to live, to her from hitting everybody to pick up the eye like a true Giga Chad and gets the kill onto Weiwei. Nia completely separated as well. And like you said, this Olaf champion, 1v3, 1v4, despite being first-blooded, this champion's not okay. I'm just going to go out and say it.
How does he walk away from that? Hook gonna go wide on Meiko once again. Michael Jackson of the Rift today. But Weiwei doesn't have to hit a skill shot, just has to press R on him. Meiko pops the heal to get over to the mid lane, where his AD carry was theoretically in trouble. We wondered who would take down Sheer. It turns out that 4 people together can finally do it, but they trade Meiko's life to make it happen. Teleport behind the rest of LNG, brings TheShy right back into the fight, tanks 2 tower shots, but gets away, as does Nia. What fights IG are winning and not, and he's made it happen both times consecutively. The rest of IG, I think, getting a little bit more confidence, as Meiko's demonstrating now, with 1xN being exploded in this mid lane. And IG
Flash wall slam with a fight of their own, with a pick of their own. Feel like they're starting to be pulled apart. IG are playing really nicely on these side lane waves, even after TheShy goes for a reset. You can see Rookie is on the bot side. He's going to claim the tier 1 over there as well. This wasn't enough over the last 20 minutes, I think, for them to now have relevancy going forward.
It's not very often that we see something like this happen, but TheShy being taken down once this game is going to make it a second time. This time, LNG do have to pull 2 members up to make it happen. there's not really a whole lot of great ways left for LNG to engage. You can say that on the other side. IG are missing some of their key disengage, but Meiko plays frontline for the team once again, stalling the hook, going back in to try and stun Weiwei against the wall. But IG have traded 1-for-1 support for support in this early stage of the fight. 22 minutes into the game, Dragon is up, and IG still feeling like they have the better end of this compositionally and numerically are going to start up the Dragon.
They absolutely do. That's their primary lockdown and their engage. How are they going to get into this fight here?
Oh,
he got it!
Steal!
Okay, Rookie's isolated.
1-for-1 again. Awesome free firing while TheShy tanks up a lot of time, a lot of space, flashes away just in time, and Awesome is going to dive in to secure the kill. Now left alone with Sheer. TheShy comes back to play hero for his AD carry, securing a double kill for Awesome, and his way in the front lines alone wraps up the fight. IG walk away dragonless, but with a team fight win.
And they're going to be able to claim mid-turret as well, with many LNG members having fallen. So they'll at least get some objective on the map for the loss of the Dragon.
The Baron teleport in to try and deny this. Will IG turn? Will IG run?
LNG are going to try and fight. They've got the big shield.
Sheer does jump in right on top of Awesome, who immediately burns Seeker's arm guard, but still all in. Will catch him with Akali and Cassante on top of you. What are you going to do? Nothing.
Oh,
with
my
Olaf
lord!
on top of you, what can you ever hope to achieve? TheShy is running through the team, and while Weiwei will swap in and secure yet another kill for IG, a Realm Warp to bring everyone back over, throws Wei into the pit and missing to the Wolves, as IG will walk away with yet another kill. That is 4 for them around the Baron. Casually is, as you had illustrated not 2 minutes ago, one of the biggest win conditions that either of these teams can hope for. IG are going to look for their secondary one once again, the Baron, forcing yet another teleport out of LNG. That is both teleports expended in these short minutes that we have had IG try for the Baron. Rookie maybe going to try for Weiwei right now as...
Oh, they found him!
The wall. Meiko does find the knock into the wall. And that turns the rest of LNG into a team that must simply run, and that they cannot do. Another kill going to be facilitated by TheShy, and with a nice Realm Warp, even Sheer will die. However, with your Jarvan dead, do you start up the Baron? Looks like the answer is yes. Awesome in his whatever trillion kills, 9 kills, says yes.
Yeah. Gets a triple kill. I'm not going to say the obvious, which is that that's Awesome, as Rookie is getting aggressed onto.
Going golden for a moment. LNG should be down a mid laner. Awesome's going to be chasing this down, and extra bit of movement from the heal. 1xN here with an exhaust onto him. LNG could lose a lot more than just their mid laner. Awesome picking up a double, putting himself at 11 kills this game. Kai'Sa is a god or goddess in this.
Difficult to imagine a world where LNG can get their first win of the game from this one, as IG are just barreling down multiple lanes and pressuring them, slowly tightening their grip around their windpipe.
And the one issue that I had with this composition has been solved in multiple ways. I was worried about Awesome's survivability.
Goodbye, Missing.
It's been solved in the sense that he has now 12 kills, thank you, Missing, but also Azanya's on top of it. There's not a way that you kill Awesome, because he's either going to kill you first or he's going to go invulnerable. And that solves a lot of issues for IG. It causes them for LNG, who have no way to deal with a 12-kill Kai'Sa and an Olaf with an axe that just won't quit.
Sheer.
Living for now. IG still wanting to apply as much pressure as possible to this mid lane tower, especially since they already got bot lane inhib. There are really only 2 lanes left to pressure, and they got folks in both of them. LNG, you hope for an overextension of some kind. Maybe they found it with a hook onto Wei. They could kill the jungler. Wei's being eaten alive by the dogs. Awesome gonna go golden, but he looks dead. Finally gonna be taken down by Weiwei, but again, you've got the Olaf in your back line. TheShy and the axe that just won't quit is gonna pick up a triple kill 32 minutes into this one, he's looking for a bit more. Sheer will shut that down. Meiko runs away, and Wei, no choice but to flag and drag himself over the wall. LNG
Not afford to be contesting this.
Well, with Assum on it, Dragon melts, and I believe 11-11 make a wish, but maybe not this game. Sheer going to be sitting in the front line for now, but Wei finds access to Missing, who has to expend the depth charge to keep himself alive. Even that, a temporary status as IG, minions and all, are shepherding LNG into the smaller and smaller portion of Summoner's Rift they can call theirs. One last Nexus tower standing. TheShy taking a 1v1 with the support while Sheer gets exploded in the front line. The towers aren't even the focus. IG are looking for player kills over anything. Hook gonna go wide for Missing. Awesome. Positioning with his full face in view of the enemy. Finally has Nya flash on top of him to try and finish this off, but it is not going to work. Assum dashes into the front lines, goes golden. Nya picks up a kill to answer it back, but it is all in vain as ultimately
is really built around the Syndra scaling and her ability to blow up some of these squishier members on IG. And that is going to have to be what LNG play toward. Similarly,
TheShy pressing his I choose not to interact with this lane button, burning away the wave, and likely finding P and CS that LNG are going to give up by having their Syndra reset in this way. Meanwhile, IG are going to continue going for the fight, actually. Dragon still around, however, and LNG would like to convert the small health lead that they have now into that big neutral objective. Flash forward to Rookie, but the charm and the kill changes the tide of this battle, however. A knock up into the wall onto Wei does take him down, giving LNG a big advantage. And as another kill is searched for, it'll be Rookie who lands yet another charm and walks away the better for it. Weiwei tanks up a tower shot, it's one too many. And as TheShy and Sheer teleport in, it's a double kill for
in order to do that, as the junglers are just
fighting again,
messing around. Yeah,
this time goes a lot better, at least in the fight. For
control these side lanes. You can see TheShy is just waiting to burn someone down, and the Sheer might be that person.
He is taking so much damage. Ultimates layered on top of him as well, like you say, is a guarantee that you hit the gray screen. Weiwei with the Impale is going to drag Wei over the Equalizer, but it does a little bit more than equalize. It punishes to an extreme degree. Missing, burning down as well, has to burn his own flash. That is 1, 2... I think, yeah, 2 flashes burned in that exchange, and still, IG come out on
as well. Rookie, though, I don't know if you guys get this. He has ult, and he doesn't even need flash. Yeah, just dodges. Oh, boy.
He could just kill Missing. Oh, there it is. The ult to kill Missing ends up working out. Thinking about doing the same thing to Nia. Lands the charm, and another ult away. Lots of healing off of Nia. And
just barely getting in range to activate the Kingslayer, get that healing onto Rookie is the thing that saves him from the double kill. There's more fighting on the top side, but IG are poised to win this again, I feel, but the ult there from Missing actually might change this.
Meiko peeling for TheShy right now, but not quite enough health, especially with the Impale to come in. And LNG send the cavalry top lane, grabbing TheShy and shutting him down. With Wei jumping onto 1xN though, the resourceless Syndra is lucky to live.
Doesn't have the ultimate, but does have Meiko's lockdown.
Maybe he's gambled a little bit too much with that. You can only get lucky so many times.
1xN just disrespecting the positioning of the IG members. They claim the mid turret. Now LNG will get the grub, so they themselves will be able to threaten a tier 1 tower of their own, but maybe not without their lives being threatened.
The Herald picked up by Weiwei, but he is certainly dying for it. Who's the kill going to? If I read that right, it was Meiko. Like the Ahri, and I got a little nervous for Wei there, but he seems all right. Oh my lord, a double Impale. This could change things. Rookie still needing to get over the wall. Doesn't use his ult, uses flash to do it the first time, then comes back over to support the team. That is still a big flash burn and ignite down for Rookie, however.
Battle Herald.
IG deal with this with 30 seconds left until this dragon. We are really wanting to finish. Sheer gonna get away just outside of the ult of the Jhin, but Weiwei burning down to TheShy. will have to reset. No kills going either way yet, but IG, with 10 seconds left on Dragon, in firm control of not just the jungle, but the river.
Risk of getting picked yourself. And they will, in time, back off. IG with yet another fight win. No casualties other than the Dragon. But that's the best kind in this sort of situation, Dia. This puts them on sole point.
Actually going to be pretty valuable into the composition of LNG as well. Awesome flashing away in the mid lane just to preserve his own life. Did tank at full unleashed power, though. We'll see how much Nia can tank in the side lane. Does have Wei right behind him, but a flash from TheShy answered immediately, but that is hopefully enough for Wei to finish this kill. TheShy rejoins just in time and tanking 2 tower shots for his trouble. IG will walk away with at least the singular kill. Meiko flashing underneath his tower in the mid lane, buys time for Rookie to join up with him and make sure that he is safe. The rest of IG collapsing on this, and the aggressive play from LNG. The lifestyle being lived by them may still come back to bite them. Wei gets burned down. TheShy uses his own ultimate to force a flash out of missing, and LNG walk away. A kill the better.
It's an extended 2. Is that, right? We're about to visualize a dragon fight here. Rookie, notably, is at half HP, so...
Oh, that was a gorgeous flash taunt from Missing! LNG pick up Rookie immediately, and while Missing may give his life for it, he manages to get away over the wall, burning down to a rumble ult. Somebody's got to die for this, and it will finally be Missing. Meiko flashes forward to try and secure the lockdown on 1xN, but a responding flash just has 1xN barreling down the face of TheShy, who burns him to death. A triple kill for the Rumble, and Invictus Gaming, after losing their mid laner, will gain so much.
And IG Madness is the name of the game whenever you watch this team, and they get mad there in part when TheShy flashes into the backline, splits up LNG, and creates havoc. This man has been so instrumental in all of the game wins that IG have had in split number 3, and he is showing up on this pick.
Missing looking for another engage, but with Soul secured, how do you even kill IG at this point? I guess we're about to find out as Wei beats everyone to death in the front line. 1xN is gone. Weiwei will join him. We'll be lucky if the rest of LNG survive the next 2 minutes. Sheer tanking up a lot of these shots as well. Baron is available. Towers still under threat. IG can have whatever they want on the map because they have certainly got the kills and the control to do it. On top of all of that, Wei is functionally immortal, even if not actually so. The same cannot be said for Rookie, however. That was a well thought out impale from Weiwei, and Assum gonna be another fatality for LNG as they continue following up on that. The rest of IG really just not able to do much. Once they see the first impale go down, they're not in position to deal with having lost their mid and AD carry, but TheShy will do what he can, as ever.
They get 2 Baron buffs off of IG members, and the remaining IG members that are up are still unafraid of being able to try and take the fight to LNG. If we're not finding opportunities to be funny, that's what we have to resort to. It's like pulling out the joke book, basically.
What does this count as for Missing? What level of desperation is walking into your own jungle at this stage in the game? It seems pretty high, as not a lot that LNG can do. Assum even flashes forward to finish off 1xN, and Weiwei, an afterthought. A fadeaway kill for TheShy, who picks up a double in that exchange. Invictus gonna walk things down the mid lane, stop the back from Sheer to make sure there is absolutely no resistance waiting for them in base, and he still may very well kill Sheer, to be honest.
Wei is just stalling out Sheer as the rest of IG are basically ending the game. This is going to be a 2-0 for Invictus Gaming, and unfortunately for LNG, they will continue to be winless here in Group Nirvana, Dia.
IG shut this down once again, and weirdly, it's not even as close as the last series between